Hello? Do we have voices?
Hi, Sunshine Bunny Britches. How are ya?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Tanya. Look, I saw puffy eyes and old makeup on.
Apparently, because I always used your Zoom, it's going to say I'm you.
You're like, hi, Alicia, Tanya.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on here early. I'm going to go heat up some coffee. It's not recording yet, is it? Yes, it is. Well, did it record early? Kaylee. Are you on here, Kaylee? Let's see, pause, stop recording. Stop video. Okay, let me heat this up real quick. Okay, so like, where is? Oh, hi, Annette. Annette, you're under Mama Starfish, which means you're on Kaylee's Zoom. Tanya's on my Zoom, you're on Kaylee. So I'm trying to look for, once we start, how to like say mute people and stuff. Okay, well, it's 9 o'clock. Okay, so does everybody want to mute themselves? Are most of you guys already just muted? Annette, are you just muted?
I'm not now. I was.
Okay, so.
But
Can't answer you if she's muted, Alicia.
Right, it looked like she was muted a second ago. Did I unmute you?
no, I unmuted me.
Okay. So did you just log on to, like, I literally just went to True Power Hour and it popped up. Did you have to log in or anything?
Yeah, did you try to log in as Kaylee? Because I think I'm still logged in as her, and that's maybe why you couldn't
That's
log in.
probably why.
So I'm going to unlog, but I made you the host.
Okay, so what do I have to do now?
I think, hold on.
You're fine. Why don't you just, so me and Tanya are going to do some stuff. So if you're going to stay
Okay.
on, why don't you just like help me mute people and not mute people?
Okay.
And whatever else if needed. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Yay.
Cool.
I love you. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So, let me pull up my little list here. We'll give it a few. Okay, I got the chat pulled up. Good morning, Kim. Okay. Okay, so I have a question. I don't know if, hey, Annette, are you still on here?
Yeah.
And do you know this or not? Because me and Tanya were talking about it last night. So So the first thing like I would have everybody do obviously is like go, because it's early still. Like, so even for the people that are 3 hours away, it's still only noon. So for people that haven't went and wished everybody a happy birthday, that's just kind of good to do. It's just a good, easy way to reach out to people. But like what Tanya was saying and what we were kind of curious about, I don't know if you know the answer to it, is does sending messages to people actually like help with like the algorithm and help with like, Tanya, are you still unmuted on here?
I think so.
It does help with algorithm.
It does? Like sending messages, but what about like if you're not friends with somebody?
Well, that part doesn't, but so if you notice, like the people that see your post the most oftentimes are the people that you've been talking to the most in Messenger, which is usually associates. And so if you go in, and I know for my team, you know, I start them out super low, like messaging 5 people a day. But like I do 50 people every day for sure, sometimes more depending on how much energy or gumption I have that day, but 50 for sure. And you will totally see the difference. If you go do 50 messages in the morning when you first wake up and wait about an hour and then go make a post, you'll notice that the people you messaged that morning will see that post, like have more ability to see that post. So it is not one of the best algorithm features to use to get algorithm, but it does keep those people that you message with in Messenger. It tells Facebook that you're active with them, so they will see your post more if you're active with those people.
So it's just a whole nother component on making ourselves viewable to our audience. And I think right now, like anything we can possibly do to get ourselves open and viewable to our audience is good, because it seems like Facebook is really changing some stuff and making some things difficult. So so let that be your task 1 this morning, is to make sure that you go and send everybody a happy birthday message, whether you're messaging it personally or voice messaging. And I kind of go back and forth, just depending actually on who it is. So let's start with that. If you haven't already done that, make sure you go through your birthday list. Hey, Kaylee, that was a pretty cute picture of us this morning, huh?
Yeah.
You're like, duh, super cute.
It's one of my favorite. It's my second favorite all-time picture of us.
Wait,
What the first one is? You know what the first one is?
Was it the rose?
Yes. For all of you guys that don't know, Elisa Yarborough accepted the rose. So if she ever leaves her husband, she's mine, because she already said yes to the rose. I have.
You're like, I have proof. It is on camera. There's no backing out.
That's right.
If Ty ever kicks me to the curb, then
Right.
it's on.
Promises, promises. Somebody, I was trying to see if somebody.
You're trying to see what? Okay, so let's just kind of move on from the birthdays. And, you know, that's always something you can go back to. So when we do these, if you guys don't get through some of this stuff, because I can promise you when we check messages, because I'm just waking up, I'm not going to get through that on here. That takes me a little while. So anyways, so you did your birthdays. Number 2, go and empty out your messages, or at least spend a couple minutes going through it. So, I mean, you guys, there's nothing worse than skipping over people's stuff. And I'm guilty of it. It's happened to me, especially if notifications get buried and somebody's reaching out to you and you're not seeing it. So just make it a point to get back to people. Go through your messages, respond to people, let people know you're actually paying attention to them.
Hey, have you guys seen the new awesome feature in, I know I always steal some of these people's power hour, but there's stuff that just happens overnight that I think is so important. Have you guys seen the new feature?
feel like are better when we're discussing too. I think people appreciate that, and it's
Okay, good. So there's a new feature in Messenger, and not everyone might have it yet, but there's a new feature. So before you were able to search in a message, do you guys all know that you can like search in a message? So if you're in a message and you're looking for something you said, you can search in the message itself and find where that is that you said it. Well, now it has Facebook has updated Messenger, and you can actually search Messenger, right? So for Messenger. So for instance, for all of you guys who didn't follow my instructions on step 2 and write the person's name down, you can type true in the top, and every single person you've ever said the word true to will pop up in your Messenger. So that is a good way to find people that you haven't reached out to in a very long time. Like I found people, and I thought my follow-up game was on point, right? Because I do 50 to 100 people a day. That's 5,000 people. That means every 50 to 100 days, I'm getting through 5,000 people. Nope, I missed people too, right? Because I forget yesterday that I stopped at J and I went to L or whatever, you know? So that's a great, great feature, this new feature that they have in the Messenger. So if you guys don't have it yet, that is coming. You are going to be getting it. Lots of people have it already. So.
And so I wonder, is it different on phone versus computer?
I just use my phone for, I mean, I'm like one of those people that people are like, how do you run your entire business on your cell phone, Kaylee? Because except for printing reports, I don't use my computer.
Right. Gotcha.
So it is on my phone. I was going to try to show you guys. Okay, but go ahead, Alicia, and while you're talking to them, I'm going to try to find it in my Messenger so I can show them.
Okay, but while we're on this, Annette, are you still unmuted?
Yes.
Okay, because I wanted to kind of elaborate on something that, I mean, and I feel like this is worth taking the time, because I don't even know how in the heck. So remember, I messaged you probably in the middle of the night, and then you messaged me back in your middle of the night. So it's really
Yes.
bad.
Yeah.
One of the things that you talked about on your power hour when you were doing it, and I have no clue how you do it, so I feel like I can't be the only one who's worth maybe elaborating a little bit more on, is you said that you go into your Messenger, and since we're talking messages, I think this is terrific. And you said that you can categorize your people in Messenger.
It's not in Messenger. It's just Facebook, friend list. I do different categories. And I can't do it on my phone. I don't know if that's a feature that I'm just not seeing yet, but I do it on my computer. If you click on your home button and you go down your list, you know where all your groups are, all of your groups are labeled. Under that, it says friend list. And if you click on friend list at the top, it'll say create. And I have one that's called soon to be friends. And I put all of the people that I meet, like Cold Market, or when I'm out and about, I put them in that friend list. And then I go to that friend list and it pulls up all of the feeds of just those people. So it's really easy for me to reach out to my 20 people a day. Does that make sense?
Really, yeah, so really, if you wanted to, you could have like a January Cold Market, February Market.
Yes.
Have like everyone you connected with.
Right. You can make as many lists as you want. It's cool.
Is actually super cool, because that's actually a great little Facebook follow-up system almost, if you took the time to do it. To be honest, I didn't even know that was there. So yeah. I didn't know it was there. I didn't know you were capable. Tanya, did you realize that was there?
No, I'm kind of still confused about it.
Okay, so are you on your computer?
Yes.
Can you go to your home screen? Like, so you click home and then go under.
I need to grab, I wonder if I grab my computer, I could screen share and show you, maybe.
Because that's actually pretty cool if you really.
Hey, Alicia, can you turn up your volume? It is really hard to hear you.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I think, I don't know.
Okay, so you go to your home and then what, Annette? Go to the friends list.
Yeah, so you go to your home. No, don't go to your friends list. Go to your home, and over on the side where like your groups and everything are, scroll down. Mine is second from the bottom. It says friend lists.
Oh.
right? I don't know how I didn't know that was there. And then if you click on
Okay.
organize your friends into lists.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so I think that's something I'm gonna play with. Okay, Tanya, you're typing, will you mute it for a second?
I can't hear. Somebody's like clicking. What's
Are you typing?
no?
Okay, somebody's.
That was me, sorry.
I'm like, I
Between you and
can't
Tanya,
hear.
you guys are those like fast clickers. I always hear her. Tick, 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 tick. Okay, so we got our birthdays. Empty out your messages. And you guys, if I were you, I would play with that a little bit. That whole friends list thing on Messenger. I feel like that's a way to organize some of your, some of your people. Maybe,
Somebody outside where it's windy or something.
I don't know. Annette, can you like mute everybody and then we can just like, a couple of us unmute as we're.
It's not letting me do that for some reason. I don't know if it's because I made you host.
You made her the host instead of the co-host. So you are the only person, Alicia, that can mute everybody. So if you just click on the thing and then click on participants, it's going to say mute all, and it's going to mute everybody, and then you have to unmute yourself as well.
Oh. Okay, so I click on where it says manage participants.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And then you kind of have to keep doing it. As people.
Okay, can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Can one of you guys go over that friends list thing again? I think it's super important, and I don't think we should move on until they understand it, because there's a lot of people asking, and we're having a really hard time hearing you, Alicia. So if you could just go over that one more time, either you or Net, so people really get the understanding of what you're doing. Maybe, Annette, you can share your screen. You should be able to do a share screen, Annette. Maybe you can go on your computer and show them what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm on my phone for the Zoom, so I'll just show you on my computer. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Okay, so if you go up to
Okay,
the
so hold on 1 second. If you are on your phone and if you move your screen, she's showing you now, so you'll be able to see exactly what Annette's talking about instead of trying to look in a little square. So swipe your screen, if you're on your phone, swipe your screen to the right, and that should come up, what Annette's showing you. And then that way you're seeing the whole screen instead of in a little box, okay? All right, go ahead, Annette.
Okay, so see where it says home, click on that. And then over to the left. Hold on, is a big list of all of your, hold on, let me get out of all these. Go down to explore. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
And then friends list, click on that. And then up here where it says create list, click on create list. And then you can make any type of list that you choose. Create a list, you name the list, and then you just add people to the list. And click create. Does that make sense? So I have like different lists. Top 10s, those are the ones that are like my chicken list people. Soon to be friends, those are the ones I meet. Keeping in touch with my leaders. Friends that I want to keep in touch with that I've already become friends with. Level 1s. So you can make any list. Someone had said on here that they actually make a list for each prospect. Each person that is their actual prospect, they go ahead and create a list just for that person so that they can click on that and just see that person's feed. So when you click on the person, then you'll see only their stuff. So it's a really good way to keep all of those people in one place. And then you just go down the line, or I'll show an example. You just go down the line and reach out to those 20 people or whatever.
Annette, I better be on your friends list that says friends close to my heart.
I'm sure you are. So see, it just has all my people that I'm trying to become friends with. People that I've just met. It's just their feed. And then I can go to their posts and comment on them and interact with them.
That's something that's actually pretty powerful and makes it pretty easy if you're trying to connect with certain people in certain groups to just click on and go through everyone's stuff. That's really awesome.
I love it.
That's awesome. Like, so when I was watching it last night, I was like, what? That's all I could think about when I went to bed. I'm like, Annette, how did you do that?
Yeah, you might want to mute all again because as people join, sometimes they're not muted.
Okay.
I love your hair today, Annette. I think Elisa Coward has started a crimping trend.
She had everybody's like all wavy now. Oh, look at me. Okay, so does that help everybody? I think that's super amazing. Kaylee, have you been using that feature at all? Kaylee, are you frozen?
I'm frozen?
Oh, no, you're not. Maybe it's me that's frozen. Okay, so let's go do our good morning post. If you haven't already, I like to do something in the morning. So basically my friends see that I'm awake, I'm open, got to remember our Facebook is our storefront. So we want people to know that we're open, we're active. You want to get active in people's news feeds. Make sure first thing every morning. Let's find something good. And sometimes, like, I'll click on memories and just go through stuff. You know, sometimes stuff was so good last year, you just got to do it again this year. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. If it's early, you had a long night, you can't think about something, just go recycle your post from last year. Like, that's never a bad idea. Let's get a little music on here too. I cannot work in dead silence. I have to have music. Kaylee, you are frozen. You guys, is Kaylee frozen for you guys too? There she is. I can't hear you. Are you muted?
Yes, that's because I was multitasking. Look at that. Look at this sweet love. I mean, how can you not love that?
Oh my gosh, yes.
My 2 Yorkies.
Oh, baby.
I don't know what's going on here.
Okay. All right, did everybody get their morning post done? Morning, afternoon? Okay, so make sure that you check your notifications. I kind of go through like a little thing mostly every morning. It usually takes me way longer than this hour, but I kind of go through it. So making sure that I'm emptying out my messages, wall, checking my notifications, just trying to get all caught up. So if you haven't done that yet, to do that. So 1, birthdays. 2, empty out your messages, or at least try. 3, make a good morning post. 4, check notifications and respond. Tanya, do you want to give a task for us? Like a number 5? Yeah, if I could unmute you. Did I do it? Yay.
Okay, so one other thing that I do is when I'm doing this is I have had my back office open the whole entire time that we've been doing this. So another thing that I try to do every day is make sure that I reach out to, if you're just starting out, like 5 preferred customers and 5 associates, it's really great to reach out to your preferred, offer them the $10 upgrade since they did extend that. So I'm sending out messages to all of my preferred customers, trying to pique excitement to get them upgraded. One thing that I learned is that preferred customers are not locked into you. And so getting them upgraded is what's going to lock them into you as a customer, where they can't just go get a new associate. They would have to become inactive for 6 months before they could do that. So take advantage of that $10 enrollment thing right now, and definitely reach out to some preferred customers each day and try to get them upgraded. So if you're in your back office, you can run a report of just your preferred customers. I hope everyone knows how to run a report. Of just your preferred customers, so you could create your own report and filter it to your level 1s, and that are enrolled as a preferred customer, and you could reach out to them.
And really, I mean, a great way to like come at that is because, you know, as a customer for a combo, they're paying, what is it, $88, $89, whatever it is, 88. So they're going to pay an extra $10, but they're going to get the combo for 80. So, I mean, they're going to be paying pretty much, you know, the same price, but then you can let them know the following month they would be, you know, saving money. So, I mean, it's really just a better savings for them. I think sometimes people think, you know, they have to sell. And so I kind of talk to people a little bit differently when I'm talking to people that are interested in selling. I call it a wholesale account. So I'll tell people, you know, you can upgrade to a wholesale account for just $10. And this is the benefit. You'll save an extra 10%. You're paying, you know, like this much money anyways. You'll pay an extra $10 to upgrade your account, but then next month you'll actually be saving money. And also with a wholesale account, you have associate privileges. That's just what I say. You have associate privileges. So if you ever want to share your website, you know, maybe talk to, you know, your best friend, your mom, your sister, whatever it is, you'll have a site if you want to share it, because they're going to pay the same price whether they order from me, and I would gladly help them, or if they order from you. So it seems to not turn some people off. You know how some people just almost like run the other way when you say associate? Do you want to be an associate? They're like, oh, heck no, I don't want to.
I always explain to them that there's no quotas they have to meet, and there's no like requirement, and that they don't have to sell if they don't want to. That it just unlocks that option if they decide to do that in the future.
Pretty cool.
And honestly, there's something that I tell all of my team a lot of times when they say, if you would change your verbiage to wholesale account instead of an associate account, people like just kind of know. And when they hear that word, they automatically think they have to do something. And so if you just change the verbiage to a wholesale account, people think of Sam's, Costco, those kinds of places. You're going to get a much better, people much more willing to make an associate commitment if they think it's a wholesale account. So try changing the verbiage when you're talking to your customers to wholesale from associate or preferred.
I've mentioned that to Derek Rains, and he has said before, oh, that would be a great idea, and he could put it on the home, like on the page, like why couldn't it just say wholesale/associate or associate/wholesale, whatever? Just so when you send people there, because people also get shocked. They're like, wait, I wasn't trying to sign up to sell. And you're like, no. That's just another word for it. It's a wholesale account. And then you have to go through that again. So maybe at some point there will be something on there that says wholesale. I don't know, that was quite a while ago.
So Suzanne asked what to do it. Like I have an ESR, so I have my team send me all of their upgrades and I send them in. If you don't have one, what I would do is get a screenshot. Basically what I have my associates do is get the customer to say yes, they want to upgrade, and have them specify that they're using the card on file that they already have on file. If for some reason they don't want to use the same card that they have on file, you'll have to have them log in and update their card under support and billing first, and have them delete their other card so there is no confusion of which card to use. But then if you can get them to put that in writing, you can screenshot that and you could text that in to customer service and have them upgrade it. Just remember though that what I'm doing when I'm doing this is I usually ask them what they like to order. And then if we're doing for our team a special on like control kits or something, because like we are this month, then I will talk to them about, if they've ever thought about trying any of our other products, because if you can upgrade them with a control kit, then they don't even have to pay that $10. So I do try to talk to them about that first, because I'd hate to see somebody say, yeah, go ahead and charge the $10. And then they log in and they order a control kit. And I'm like, oh, snap, because they didn't actually have to pay that fee. So make sure you're really communicating with them and talking to them about their goals, or like even any issues that they might be having on their journey, because you might be able to get them to do a control kit even if they were a preferred customer by adding the shakes or the heart and hydration into that, or maybe their spouse wants to join them, or a friend or something, and you could do the kit with the sample pack. So always make sure you talk to them about a kit too, but you could ease into that with the $10 upgrade and saving some money. And I think that's a really good idea. But I would probably text it in, like I said, with a screenshot, because it seems like it's too much for the customer to try to explain to them how to do it, and they get frustrated and then they just say, never mind, I don't want to do it. And so if you take that burden off of them, they're more likely to do whatever you want them to do, I feel like. And then Sherry asked, do you know how long it's extended for? And corporate announced that they were doing it through January. So we have until the end of the month with a $10 enrollment. Again, and then if you didn't notice, they're also paying out fast start bonuses on 75 PV this month as well. Still, I still open kits because we all want to go to Club 90, right? So yeah, I was just trying to answer the question. Sorry. So does everyone know how to run reports in their back office to be able to find who their preferred customers are? Oh, and another thing that I do is I know that we can all send messages out in our back office. I feel like only a very small percentage of those people actually get or read their messages from their back office. Some it'll go to on email, and some it'll just go into their back office chat. So I always I'll message all of them from my back office, but if I'm friends with them on Facebook, I'll message them on Facebook too. Dana, what are you smiling at? I could just see her with this big old smile, and I'm like, what is she smiling at?
Dana, you're so cute.
I love you guys.
So Tanya, I'm like scrolling through like my little list that I made.
So Heather asked, have you seen where you can actually send a text? No, I
Yeah.
haven't. Is that a feature now?
On your cell phone, you can send a text.
From your back office?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even hardly ever get my back office to work from my phone. Sorry.
He does. It's the tour that I give him. So unless it's changed this month, Kaylee, do you know if it's changed this month? Sometimes it changes. It's still there. Yeah, but you can't. Have you found a way to do it from? Well, you can do it from your computer. Your computer doesn't text. So, but from your phone.
Well, I guess I need to learn how to do that. I'll play around with it later.
Yeah, it's just because like when Ty and I are saying different things,
Text from my back office.
if I get like that's kind of like one of the chores that I give Ty to do because it's a little bit time consuming, but not really. Like he saves it in his notes and he has like a generic thing that he like makes up for certain people and he'll text it that way. And we get way more response on text, it seems like, versus email. The back office. So
Right.
so Suzanne.
Yeah, I definitely usually do, but I've also got people that told me to leave them alone on text too.
They're like, stop texting me. Okay, so we have
Yeah.
and then Tanya, do you want to get everybody something to do in their customer group? Or are you frozen, Tanya? No, you're not.
To post in their customer group.
Yeah, let's get everybody to post. Why doesn't everybody go make a post
No.
in their customer group? It's either morning or it's lunchtime. So if you haven't posted in your customer group yet, let's get that done. Let's get something. Any ideas?
So some tips on posting in your customer group. If it's like towards the beginning of the month, it's good to do like really good like piquing interest posts so that you get more people seeing what's happening because you're gonna get more people commenting. And so if you do one of the posts like how many pounds do you want to lose in 2019 or I don't know, we have that graphic where you do the different colored stoplight type thing where it asks if you want relief from XYZ symptoms. You could do the one with the pictures of the envelopes and like which envelope would you choose, and each envelope has like a symptom written on it. I feel like those are good towards the beginning of the month, but not so much towards the end. Towards the end of the month, we want to lock people in. So I feel like posting more really, really good testimonies and specials you're running and really getting that out there is really important. So it's all about wording. And I feel like I get a lot of interest on my posts by the way that I word things. Alicia and I've talked about this a lot. Like just the way you try to pique interest to get people to comment on things. For example, like we're running a special right now on our team. And so Alicia went and made a post like regarding that special, but it didn't tell what this was. It just was like, who would want to get this for free? Well, then you get all these people commenting and then you can connect with them. So I think that's really important. So some of you, definitely we want to keep testimonies going in all of our testimonies groups. So posting a testimony is always really good too. But like I said, I think piquing interest during the beginning of the month is really important.
Yeah, it's like I posted that and then went into my daughter's school conference and came out. I was like, oh my gosh, we had hundreds and hundreds. because I think just dropping those teasers sometimes, it makes people go nuts. They don't want to miss a good deal. They definitely don't want to miss something if it says free. Like, so I mean, just kind of getting those teasers and feelers out there is really good. And I know a lot of people, and I think that can you guys still not hear me? Tanya, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but do you have like a notebook or something kind of laying overlapping on your laptop or anything?
Yeah, you're really hard to hear.
Because I think you might be covering up your microphone.
Where is the microphone on these things?
I don't know where mine is, but I always make sure my laptop has nothing touching it so that people can hear me better. And I don't know how far away it is from you, but
Right, because usually I can sit back here and it's loud. Does that seem better? I moved it. No, it's still quiet.
You sound muffled, like far away.
What the heck?
Maybe you turned the volume down on your computer and you didn't know it.
No, it's like on full blast. What have I done? What have I done?
We know you're not that soft-spoken.
Come on now, I'm really quiet.
that's why me and Alicia get kicked out of hotel lobbies.
We were trying to work in a hotel lobby and they booted us out because we were too loud. They made us go to the conference room. I'm like, but it's only us. There's only us two. What exactly is happening?
So Suzanne asked, how many times you post in your customer group? I post in my customer group. Basically, what I post a lot more than I require of my associates. So my working associates, and I'm like really strict about it. I'm much more strict than Alicia is. But like I make them post in the customer group at least a few times a month. Where she just requires once a month, and I'm like, oh heck no. But I'm admin, so I schedule mine, and I usually have one every couple of days. But I don't think it's bad to go in there and post every day. So if I see something like, because I'm friends with a lot of other associates, I'm like, ooh, that's good. I'll go and post it in the customer group, just copy it and post it in there. But I think making sure that your associates post in there at least once a month, and then you as a leader post in there more than them to set an example is really good. So I think with the power hours, they're trying to get us to do it every day, which I think would be totally awesome, because you got to remember that's your opportunity meeting that you're having every single day. So the more stuff you can get in there, the more chances there are for something to resonate with somebody, so regardless of what it is, different things click with different people. So Valerie asked an example of a teaser. So I don't know if you're like, because I know Kaylee does a lot of I don't know whose team you're on, but I know Kaylee does a lot of giveaways for that the whole team, like incentives that they can offer customers. Like sometimes we'll do like a free, enroll with a control kit, get entered to win a free control kit or something like that. So we'll go in there and post like, who wants a free control kit? And you'll get like 5 bajillion people commenting, me, which, yes, there's a catch, but that at least gets you talking to them, about the products and gets them looking at the group and seeing stuff. Because once they comment, the stuff in that group is going to start showing up on their schedule or on their news feed again. Sorry, I was reading the word schedule when I said that. So Valerie says she schedules 4 or 5 posts a day. That's awesome. And you could, that's really good. That's really good. We don't have that same requirement, but I think we should definitely.
I think it's amazing. And I think, not everybody has the same, business drive and desire. And so, we just require that if you're going to be in the marketing group and you're going to use it for marketing, because it's not something you have to do. You can, do something different if you don't want to. But if you're going to be in the marketing group and you're going to use it as a business, we require for you to at least treat it as a business. So, we do require that you have a 24-hour tag response. So if people are tagging you, you do have to answer them, because we have to remember that we're in a, customer service type based business. We want our customers to be happy. So I, tell people they at least, if you can't even go in there and post one time in a whole entire month, you're probably not actually really working that group. Or you're taking advantage of it. You're just adding people in there and dumping them and doing nothing and waiting for admins to tag you and build your business for you. And I don't want that either. It's a lot of work. I'm sure all you guys that work in a customer group know that it's a lot of work. So, yeah, we, have requirements for posting at least through the month, and then responding to your people. There's kind of a list that we have, but okay. So, so Tanya, do we want to have them maybe go do some different marketing groups?
I think so, yes. For me, ever since I started True Vision, I've had a goal, which everybody can set their goal differently, but I have a goal to add 10 new people every single day to my customer group. That gets you 70 people in a week. That's a lot of people in a month. So I know that now it's a little frustrating with Facebook and how they make you invite the person and then they have to accept it. So I don't get as high of a success rate. But I think going out and, posting something in one of your friendship groups to try to get interaction with people in your friendship groups, and posting some cold market ads so that you can try to make some new friends and meet whatever goal that you have of new people every day is important. So I've been trying some new things lately, and I don't know if anybody has suggestions on how to get people in the group. I'm all for that, because I don't know, that's been the most frustrating part of all of it is I can get the friend requests, but actually getting them into the group so I can get the content in front of them is the hard part. But I would still definitely get those friend requests, just because you're still posting on your wall. You still have your Facebook, that's your storefront, so you're still getting some stuff in front of them.
Okay, so let's give them a task to go in. And so hopefully you guys, especially because things are a little difficult, and what you have to realize and what you have to remember is things change all the time. Things are forever changing, and you have to keep up with the here and now and what changes. And Facebook is acting crazy. Facebook's acting crazy and making something difficult. So don't be afraid to try new things, test out new things, and see what works, because you just might find something that gets past Facebook acting crazy right now. So a lot of us are trying the watch parties. That seems to open up Facebook a little bit more, and they like to be nicer, or videos and stuff. So don't be afraid to go into shop and swap groups and do a watch party, or do a video, a live video, something. And definitely make sure you're still joining new groups, friendship groups, and cold market type groups. So why don't we take a minute and have one of our tasks be to go find a couple new groups. I always say try to find something local, try to find something, not local. Local is important because building a local tribe is so freaking amazing. Having your local people to be with and to run around physically with, there's just something awesome about that. So let's do that as one of our tasks. Go try to join at least one local group and one not local group if you want. So shop and swap, classified, buy, sell, trade, no rules, anything like that. And so, if you've already joined groups today, or if you haven't, or if you're going to, Tanya, do you have any suggestions on maybe why don't we all also, for one of our tasks, go post in a couple groups, a couple of the ones that you have? Any suggestions on anything that you feel like has been successful in some cold market posts?
Well, this morning I posted a little differently, and I posted, instead of posting it before and after, and I can't tell you how it's gonna go because I just did it. But I posted a picture that asks, which would you choose? Weight loss, reduced joint pain, more energy, and it was a picture that I can't post the picture in here because we can't. That sucks. But I did a picture like that because I feel like lately I haven't been getting a lot on before and afters. I've also been trying out the watch party thing. So I downloaded an app to create slideshows of before and after pictures. I had like a long one so that I had time to invite people onto it in the group I posted it in, but then I was like, that is not working. People are just annoyed with it. So I went back and shortened it to like a minute and a half. So I still had time to invite some people, but they could hop on and see if they liked it. And I feel like that went a little bit better. But I think I'm kind of trying out the whole watch party thing, which I still don't know how to do very well. I'm trying to teach myself, but basically creating slideshows with an app and posting them, because once you post them, you can share them or put them in a group as a watch party. So you would push as discussion and put it as a watch party, and then you can invite people in that group to watch it. When it invites people to watch it, you do bring out some of the jerks, but that helps you get them blocked pretty quickly, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's something worth, Tanya came over and stayed this weekend, and we kind of talked about some stuff. And, that's part about being an entrepreneur, you guys. And that's part about being in this industry. That's part about doing what we do is, like I said, trying to keep up with the here and now and playing with things sometimes.
Alicia, nobody can hear you.
What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, I see your lips moving. I see your lips moving, but there's no sound.
Well, that's the first time ever. What
I can hear you, but you're super, super, super quiet.
You guys, why?
Like, it's like you're whispering, and I know you're not.
You're like, I know that mouth is going. Why?
I mean, and it doesn't even sound like you're in a tunnel. It sounds like, and I have my volume like all the way cranked up. Oh, wait, now talk.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden it's better.
What the living heck? Okay, well, can anybody hear me better? Or is it just Kaylee heard me better for a second? Okay, so what I was saying is that, Tanya came over this weekend. So Valerie said she can hear. Okay. Tanya, Kaylee, just tell me if you can't hear me. Tanya came over this weekend, and we just kind of talked about some different ideas. And, like what I was saying is that's kind of part of what we do, like trying to constantly keep up, evolve, learn new things, keep going. And if something's not working, then, try something different. So, the watch parties are kind of pretty hot right now, and you can do them in groups. So we were just trying to come up with maybe like video editors and doing like some before and afters, like in a video clip, because the watch parties are like the videos, and then trying those.
Hey, so let's back up to that and talk about those watch parties. And I'm sorry, but this is super important, y'all. So the other night so my customer page has 360,000 people in it. And I did a live with I promoted the live all day that we were going live. I hashtagged everything for 7 p.m. And I was going to go live with the, one of my associates was the runner-up in the last True Transformation, and she has incredible results. So I was going to go live with her, and so that she would be live and talk about the True Transformation, and we're doing a 45-day challenge. So we did this live. The live is 26 minutes long, and in 26 minutes, we only had, out of a group of 360,000 people, we only had 78 people come on the live, period. 78 people. So I'm sitting here after the live and I'm pretty discouraged and bummed out, right? And I said, I'm going to try something. I went and did a watch party with the same live video, and in less than 30 seconds, it had 326 people watching it, and that stuff was blowing up. We were so busy on that watch party, we could not even keep up. But let me give you a little bit of advice. Don't start commenting until the watch party is over. Otherwise, it doesn't show you commenting to the person. It just shows you making a comment, okay? So then after the watch party is over, it's posted, and your admin can go and make comments on there and tag the associates. So watch parties are the hot thing right now. And Allie Carlson showed me a trick because I couldn't figure out how to do a video and then get that video to be the watch party if I did the video. So what you do is you save the video in your phone, and then when you go and click on the watch party, you scroll across to saved, and that video will come up, and you start the watch party with that video. So it is an incredible tool, you guys, and I put it into play. Like I always, before I kind of release things to you, I get a couple of other people, and I really do it over and over and over to make sure we're going to get great results, because I want you guys doing things that are going to bring great results, not things that we think might work, right? I like to bring things to you that bring results, and that's what I'm really good at. I don't like to pat myself on the back, but I really do go work. I mean, I work in the trench, you know, us leaders that are on this call and doing these power hours with you guys, we literally work in the trenches with you guys. We aren't just telling you guys to go do this. These are the things that we're doing to be successful. And they say, if you want to be successful, do the things that successful people do. So I don't just throw stuff out to you guys that I think might work. I've actually utilized the tool and made sure that it really is something that's going to be beneficial. So guys, doing these watch parties, I can send them to you. Are you talking about, oh, so you can start with a pre-recorded, you have to start a watch party with a pre-recorded video. So it's either a video you've already watched, or a video you saved, or a video you made and saved. And you have to make the video. So what I do is I go on, I make the video wherever I made the video at. Maybe I did a live or whatever. I go back in and I save that live video. And then I go and I click on start discussion in my group. And then you click start watch party, and you click start watch party. And then, well, here,
Yeah, oh, you're mute, Kaylee.
okay, I'll show you guys what I mean.
Like screen share it?
Yep, Google Drive.
So one of the things while she's getting that going, one of the things I did when I started doing the watch parties in cold market groups is I found, like what she's saying about the video first, is what I did was I found like gym fail videos, you know, like where, like funny ones where people are like using the equipment all wrong, or like falling down and on treadmills, or like whatever, you know. And I put that, like a small one, as my first video. Then it went into my slideshow with my before and afters. And I noticed that when I did that, I kept people's attention longer because they were watching that. Everybody watches those videos, and they're so funny, and you can't not watch them. Like you can't not keep watching. So, you know, when people are falling down or something. So, I did that, and it seemed like a lot more views when I had something funny like that, just short in the beginning while I was inviting people, and then all those people saw my slideshow, which I haven't gotten like a lot of response yet, but I'm just now like learning. So, but I think that's like a really good tip as far as doing a pre-recorded video first to kind of get it going. And using something funny, I think, is going to be.
So any video that you've watched on Facebook, if you go into where your saved stuff, so on your Facebook over on the side where it says saved, if you click on that and you scroll, it'll be videos you've watched before. It'll be videos that you've actually saved yourself. So there's all kinds of, there's all kinds of different things you can choose from. And so that might be a good place to find different fun things, like Tanya was saying, something to catch people's attention in the beginning.
See, and I just typed it into the search part of it because you can click search.
Okay, so
I typed in gym fails or gym, and that's how I found it. You can even type in True Vision Health and find some of True Vision's like really awesome videos to post like in your customer group as a watch party.
Okay, so I'm back now, and if you are in your customer group, please don't look at my 729 chat messages that I'm missing because I need to respond to those. Well, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Don't all you OCD people that can see that I have, 730 missed chat messages. All right. So if I'm in here and I click on there to write something, it says watch party. So you click on that watch party and then it tells you search, watched, group, live, saved. So I have these live videos that I do all the time. And I'm going to tell you, my internet is super, super slow on my computer. Sorry. Saved that I keep. So that's right here, right? And so that is, I'm going to add it to the queue. Done. And then it's there in the queue. And then as soon as you click post, it says your watch party is about to begin. Now watch what happens. Like seriously, watch how many people start getting on.
And people that don't usually respond to your stuff. When I posted one out, because I didn't even know, to be honest with you, I seen the feature. I'm like, what is that? And I did it, a video popped up, and it was playing, and all of a sudden all these comments started popping up. I'm like, who the hell is that? And I'm like, it was somebody that never sees my stuff. I've never even, I didn't even realize who they were. So it definitely broadens your horizons as far as the people that see your stuff.
Okay, so then you can change the title.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can change the title or whatever you need to do. You guys can't actually see, but there's already 400 and something people. I mean, you can't see them down there, but there's already 330 people on here. So you guys can only see the beginning part because the bubble doesn't get big enough, but on my cell phone I can see it.
Added you right now.
So this is really, really great.
I'm here. I see you.
Okay, so that is a really great, hold on, let me stop doing this now. I got to figure out what I'm doing here. Stop share. Okay, there we go. So it's just a really, really great way to get activity in your group. People, there were people on that watch party commenting that literally had not been active in that group probably in 2 years. I don't know what it is about these parties or what they're thinking they're going to see, but they get on really quick, and when a watch party is happening, Facebook notifies everybody in that group that it's happening, whereas it might not notify them when it's not, when it's not a watch party, right? So not everybody, so if they're not super active in the group, they don't get notifications from the group. So those watch parties are super huge, and you can do it on your own timeline. You don't have to do it in a group. You can do a watch party on your own timeline.
Mm-hmm. There's so many options, and it seems like it must be the new hot up and coming thing. And I think when Facebook launches something new like that, they make it the thing that is really out there. So if you're kind of taking advantage of it, participating in it, I think Facebook likes that because it's their kind of new thing. And so they make it to where there's more viewers on it. It's crazy because, like I said, when I accidentally just posted on my wall, I didn't even know where it was going when I first.
Hey, Tanya, can you explain that?
What's
Tanya,
that?
Tanya, can you explain how you can join live on your watch party? Oh, wait, I think I just saw that on my computer. It said join now live.
Yeah, you actually go live, and you can, if you haven't updated your Facebook, you need to. And once you go live, you actually will pop up in the corner and you will be live. They will see your face. So if you're doing like a short presentation, you actually can interact with the people while you're doing the watch party. So you're on there actually live. Your little bubbles down in the corner, they can see you talking, you can interact. It's super cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome tool. I mean, and I'm sure that there's lots of stuff we can do with it that we don't even realize yet. And that's the great thing about some of the leaders, is that we're constantly implementing new things and learning new things, but yet we all love and share with each other. So it makes it a lot easier to bring the same tools and the same stuff across the board to all of the teams. Yes, Terry, I just let the video play out. And then once it's done, I go in and then answer all the questions.
Then you can kind of go reply to each thing versus it just commenting and
Yep.
piling. Because then people have
Correct.
to see what you were even commenting on in the first place.
Right.
Also,
So
I do
especially if some
want to
people
give
want
you a
like
heads
a watch
up.
party, we got. Go ahead, Tanya.
If you are taking a saved video from a private group and you use it as a watch party, anybody that is not in that group will not be able to see that video. So if you're taking it from
right.
your info group and trying to put it on your wall, it's not going to work. It has to be an actual public video. And that I give credit to Alicia for, because she figured that out.
We tested it out. I'm like, who can see
Oh
that?
yeah, no. If you share it in your group and it's secret, and you share it from the group, it won't. Nobody will be able to see it except for the people in the group.
Yeah. So I mean, but
So
that's
I'll teach you a little trick about that. Do the party do it live on your do a live video on your Facebook for only you to watch, for only you to see. And then save that video. And then you can share that video anywhere.
which that's amazing. You know, so for maybe some of you guys that kind of like are scared or nervous about doing lives and people watching you, like, I know that that's a fear for some people. Like Kaylee said, if you do a live, but you put the setting where only you can see it, like you can basically do your live and you're the only one that can see it. Is that correct, Kaylee? And then you can
Yes, and then you can change the setting after it's done.
So then you're like, okay, nobody actually watched me while it was happening. Nobody was staring at me. And then you can just change the settings later and put it in your watch party. So if that's a fear, and you know, I mean, because sometimes it is, you know, you're like, I don't want to go live. What if I sound like an idiot? Or what if I mess up or whatever else? Well, like, so redo it a couple of times if you have to, if you're the only one that's seeing it, until you feel comfortable and you feel good, you know? I mean.
And guys, let me just tell you something that honestly, if you mess up, nobody knows you messed up but you, because the people you're talking to don't even know what you're talking about. So I think oftentimes we forget that as scared as we are, the people watching us are scared and thinking things too. Do I like this? Do I not like this? Do I even like this person talking? Like they're thinking that too. So just as scared as you are, so are the people we're talking to that don't know us, right? So I'll tell you guys something. I hired a marketing team and they told me, like, Kaylee, you got to start going live. And I teach my team. I mean, I just did a 30-day Facebook live challenge with my team and I had never, ever been live. Okay. It scares me to death. I didn't like it. I don't like feeling like I'm talking to myself. I mean, I can get in here with all of you guys and never shut the hell up. But when I have to go out there and I'm supposed to be giving value, like that makes me super nervous, right? So on January 1st, I started this 7-day balance challenge on my business page, and I had to go live every single day at 9 a.m. Not whenever I wanted to, every single day at 9 a.m. And I'm not really a morning person. Like I like to take 3 hours to drink my coffee, you know? I just did it. And the first day I wanted to throw up, and the second day I wanted to throw up even more. And the third day I got a little bit more comfortable. And then the fourth day I got even more comfortable. And I just finished day 6 and 7. And I'm going to tell you guys, like, today I finally realized, like, why the hell have I not been doing this? Like, this is like not that hard. We like to talk, right? I mean, especially for us that do. And it made it helpful that I had I had something planned to talk about every day, so I knew what that was. So, I mean, whatever is going to help you. But guys, I promise it's really like just talk to friends. I mean, they all are your friends on Facebook, right? So if you're just talking to your friends, how would you talk to them if you were in a group with them? So it's kind of the same way. But I think the most thing that holds us back is that we think we have to go on and be perfect. And we have to look perfect, and we have to talk perfect, and we have to be all this professional. Guys, people want you to be authentically you. And that's it. And when you realize that that's all people really, really want, and you're able to give them that, your business is going to change without you asking a single person to buy anything from you, because these people are going to want to be and have what you have, and they're going to want to be around you because they know that you're real and transparent and authentic and honest. And so the more that you give them of that, the more they're going to want that, and you're going to attract the people that you want in your business. So don't be so afraid. And again, just use that only me, and then it's only you watching and nobody's commenting, and you're not getting distracted with those comments. You're just putting out whatever it is you have to say.
Like there's something, so I've been going through like a lot of personal development lately, and we'll probably like end with kind of like a little task for people with that. But you know, that's something that I struggled with when this is my first real shot at a business like this, and it being social media. And so, you know, like when I first got into this, I was taught by certain people, okay, well, first, can you hear me? Am I fine now? Kaylee?
Yep.
Fine. Okay.
Yes.
So, you know, like I was taught, you know, you shouldn't talk about this on your profile. You shouldn't talk about that. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. This is my personal opinion. You guys can take it or leave it, or you can think I'm stupid and don't know what I'm talking about, and maybe I don't. But I kind of decided, especially recently, that I actually don't give a shit if people say that. And the reason being is because the way that I feel is, it doesn't matter what you say or what you do. Somebody's not going to like you. They might not like your voice. They might not like your eyes, your face, your hair, your whatever it is. Somebody's not going to like you. You're always going to have somebody, and for some reason, that they don't like you. So being, like Kaylee said, authentic and completely 100% you on your Facebook is going to draw people who feel your vibe. They feel you. They you know, you want people surrounded.
Now, guys, when we talk about this being you, when Elisa is talking about being you, she doesn't mean go post pictures of people having sex and say who's gonna, like, you know, that kind. You want to be professional on your page, but you want to be you. I mean, some of the things I see people post, I'm like, oh my God. But you want to be you. So even if that part is you, that might be, yeah, but keep the porn, like, you know, in Messenger or something.
Yeah, do that. But what I'm saying is, don't be afraid to be you, because you do want people drawn to who you are. If you're just vanilla, let's be honest, this is how I feel. Like, we're marketers. What are you doing that's going to be different from somebody else? What are you doing that's going to, you know, you want people to find value in you and what you're posting and what you're doing. And I mean, we're all drawn to different people for different reasons. We just are. You're naturally drawn to people. If you don't get out there and you are not yourself, you're not going to draw people to you. You know, I mean, you want people to feel your vibe. Kaylee, why am I still dying on the whole don't post porn? I'm like, you're like, don't.
I don't know. Well, because you just think, I mean, but I don't mean porn, but some people, the things that they post. I mean, I'm not going to lie. My favorite word is fuck. I mean, Dave Brown, I mean, he cringes every time I'm going to take the stage, but I've gotten much better at not saying it. Not because that's not who I am, but because that doesn't mean I need to say it for other people. Like, I don't need to say that on my Facebook page. Do all of my good friends know that I say it about 90 times? Right. Does everybody know that I say it like 90 times an hour? Yep, the people that really know me and are in my life. Don't be in my kitchen. You know what I mean? Because I can go from singing a badass song to being, what the F happened there? Or whatever, you know what I mean? But that's just, so what I mean by that is some of the things that the people that we bring in, they're used to using Facebook in such a way that they're just posting their whole life, whether it's appropriate or not, right? So we as and people that are signing people into the business, we have to change their point of view and get them on a place where they're posting things that, yes, is about them, but not necessarily crap, right? So that's what I mean. And I just use porn because there's things that are just super inappropriate for your Facebook page. And I believe that, sanitation, religion, and politics are three of those things. Like, your customers don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. Does that mean don't be a proud Democrat or Republican? No, it doesn't. But I'm telling you, your customers don't care. Your customers don't care who you sleep with. Your customers don't care how many times you had sex this week. Your customers don't care what your religious beliefs are. Now,
they don't need to hear and see your breakups every other week. Like,
right, you know, the fifth love of your life this year. Like, they don't need all that, and so it's our job to coach.
Right. keep it professional, like, but keep it you. I mean, just like when you go into different restaurants, the style's different, the food is different, but you're only going to go into a restaurant when it's good. You know, I mean, so like, you know, just keep yourself.
Allie Carlson said we're ruining all her posts.
So you guys, something that I wanted to, okay, so this is kind of, especially because we're completely running over. Sorry, you guys. And you guys can hang up whenever you want. Like, you can hang up and get off of here whenever you want. But one of the things that, like, I was talking to actually my husband about the other day, and I was like, you know, sometimes, you know, because we are at home, we're maybe not around tons of people. A lot of us work from home, and we spend the majority of our time with our customers and associates and with our team and different things. And I was thinking about this the other day, because when I first joined, you know, so many people were like, personal development. And I was like, dude, I'm busy. I'm trying to like work in groups and post. Like, I don't have time to sit there and listen to somebody talk about whatever it is. Like, I just didn't understand how important personal development is and what it actually does for you. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, they say you are who, you know, like the 5 people. I've heard 5, I've heard 10, but basically, you know, you become like the people you surround yourself with the most. You really do. And a lot of times as a leader, you're giving, and your cup, like, just, it dries up, and you literally cannot keep pouring from an empty cup. And personal development is huge. And so, you know, to be honest, I don't spend tons of time. Like, my best friends have ended up being like either my sidelines, some of my associates. I spend most of my time like with everybody, and a lot of people are online, you know, like, I mean, I'm really super close with Tanya. I don't see her all the time. I'm so super close to a lot of people, but I don't see them, you know, like in person. And so, like, you know, I started thinking, kind of trying to look at like personal development, maybe even a little bit different, like almost using sometimes personal development almost like your influence. I know that might sound strange, but, you know, like, because we do become who we surround ourselves with. And so, you know, like, making sure that you add some type of personal development, find somebody that you really love, that really motivates you to be better, motivates you to be good, inspires you, and make sure that you're spending time. I mean, it sounds weird, but make sure you're spending time like with that person, like just listening, you know, online, and let them be an influence in your life. I really, really think it's huge, especially if, you know, you're going through things, you know, in business or this. And like me, you know, like, that's what I'm surrounded by the most. I've had to make it a point to say, and now I finally actually get it, make it a point to say, I have to have this time, because I can no longer pour from an empty cup. If I don't fill myself up, I'm not going to have anything left to give. And so make sure, you know, that this is something that's actually important in your life, that you make that time. There's no reason you can't make 15 to 30 minutes of time to set aside to build yourself back up, to listen to things that are going to motivate you, to push you, to drive you, to inspire you, you know, because when you're inspired, you're going to have that fire to inspire others. You know, when your cup it's empty, you have to do something. You either choose to let it be empty and you're going to walk around like this dried up whatever, or you find something to inspire you and to reignite, you know, that fire in you. And I mean, since we're talking about the F word, Gary Vee does it for me. He just does. He's very real. Not that you should go act like you're Gary Vee and blast the F word all over your wall. Like Kaylee said, let's go ahead and not do that. But he's real and he inspires me. And like,
but the thing is Gary Vee. Okay, but guys, Gary Vee is also like a $200 million, like $100 million earner. So he can go on Facebook and on public stages with 100,000 people in the audience and say that, because the people going to see him, they don't care already, and they want to hear that. I don't make $100 million a year yet. So when I do, maybe I can say that too and make a book that even says that. But until then, I can't. So.
You're like, you have to be professional in your role, but find somebody, you know, that does motivate you in different things. And then, you know, I have people that I follow on podcasts that it's more, you know, spiritual motivation. I have people that like I listen to that is more business motivation. So basically, you know, instead of, you know, when you're sad, listening to sad songs to make yourself feel sadder, that's why I avoid country music. Sorry, you guys. I know some of you guys probably love country, but that's going to be a no for me.
We can't be friends anymore. Goodbye. We can't be friends anymore. Goodbye. 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 No.
Like, I'm just saying, like, but really though, like, you know, like, so instead of, you know, when you're sad or having a hard time feeding that, do the opposite, you know, find something that's going to get you out of that place. So anyways, I wanted to kind of just leave you guys with this little, almost like a little homework. I'm just going to read you guys this really quick. Kaylee, did you post that thing in here that I sent to you? It's long. Because remember, I couldn't copy paste in the Zoom, and you could, like in the chat. Let me see. Oh, is it letting me?
Oh yeah, it wouldn't let me either.
This thing. Okay.
I don't think.
Yeah, it acts crazy. It won't let us post. Anyways, so I'm just gonna read this to you guys really super quick, and it's short and sweet. And it's from Tiffany Malott. I actually really like her. I enjoy her. And so she's got this book, 30 Days to a Better You. I really like it. I'm not a reader, I'm not gonna lie. So I do more listening than reading, but this one's really short, and I really liked the way this started out. So she says, you already know the areas you want to improve in your life. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to urge you to do this. So then it talks about kind of the book and the daily push and the different things like that. So she says the late Paul Meyer, one of her mentors, teaches her that she must have balance in all the areas of her life. If you lack discipline in one area of your life, then eventually that area will affect the other areas of your life. Meyer separated our lives in 6 areas. And so then she said, I'd like to share with you what he shared with me. And then let me try to give you like this little homework thingy really quick. Okay. So she talks about physical health. So your overall physical health, exercise, eating habits, social and cultural. So your contributions to your community, spiritual and ethical. So your faith and core values, family and home. So your relationships, financial and career. So your money and vocation, mental and educational. So your philosophies and personal growth. So she said, we can't neglect any of these areas. If we do, the area will eventually adversely affect other areas. So write down, so what she's saying in this book, and so what I'm giving to you guys is write down one goal for each of the 6 areas that you'd like to achieve over the next 30 days. You know, it's January. We're all trying to get back on track with life in general. You know, some of us with our fitness. Listen, you guys, sometimes I have this way of like getting so involved in one area, like she's talking about, that I completely neglect another area. I'm super good at being like, yeah, I'm going to get so fit. My booty's going to look like the best thing you ever seen. And I'm going to like do all this stuff. And then like I jump like so hard back into business that I'm like, oh shoot, 4 months has gone by and I haven't even seen the gym. Like I'm really bad at pushing so hard one way or another versus keeping balance in your life. And I think all of those things, you know, balance in your life is super important with everything, with your family, with your business, with taking care of yourself. For one, we're in a health and wellness business. Take care of yourself. Be healthy, be well, so you can share what you're doing with other people. You know, that doesn't mean perfect, like, but just try, you know, try to be healthy and well in areas in your life so that way you can reflect that to the people that you're talking to. And so you can basically be a coach. You can coach people through. So it's 30 Days to a Better You by Tiffany Malott. And so the, yeah, I know I was trying to list the areas. I put it in like a, okay. Should I write it really quick? So it's not going to let you copy and paste that at all, huh, Kaylee?
No. Let me see. Did you send it to me at a message or something?
Yeah, I sent you a messenger.
Let me see. I'll try.
Because if you guys could even just kind of set aside, write down one goal for each of these 6 things in the next 30 days. It does. So she says it doesn't have to be earth shattering. It just needs to be a small step in the right direction. Like maybe you don't exercise every day and you know you need to. Set a goal to walk 30 minutes a day. Maybe you need to spend, less time, doing whatever it is and more time with your family, basically just, you kind of get the picture at that. So working on one small thing in each area for 30 days will lead to more positive changes in your life. Eventually, these small changes will lead to a better you living a better life. And I just think that that's really super good because I think balance is the key to just keeping yourself overall healthy. Ooh, there you go, Tanya. Hot dang, she's on it. So that's kind of my homework for you guys and for myself. I'm on it this morning. Okay, anything else? Tanya, Kaylee, anybody want to add anything before we get off of here at 23 minutes over the time?
No, I'm good.
I love you. I love everybody.
Love you guys.
Tanya, do you have anything you want to add? No? Okay. Well, we love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. And we will see you soon. And how do I know if this recording is saved? Is it fine?
It did. Yep, it'll go to my cloud and I'll give it to everybody in a minute.
Okay. I love you.
Yep, I'll take care of it. Love you guys. Bye.